Hi, it's Nicole from My Christmas, and today I wanted to show you one of my cheat decorating tips. I love these little vases of poinsettias when you're trying to get a colour into a room. And we're setting up for a function. You can see decorations behind me for Christmas in July. So we've got a couple of these that we need to make. Start with some sort of urn vessel, but you want your foam nicely fitted into it so it doesn't move around. There's a bit of weight in those poinsettias there. So this one, for example, you'd end up with your flowers wobbling all over the place. So for this, I would actually use some glue to put it in place, hot glue. If you're using the, there's cool hot glue or melted glue, and there's a warmer one. If you use a hot glue, be careful because the foam can actually melt and you get a bit of smoke. So I'd recommend you actually use the cooler temperature glue, putting a bit onto the container so that you can wedge it into place. I don't mind that my florist foam comes over the edges here because I'm going to make sure that my flowers come down low, because of course when you do a floral display you always want to make sure it fills the entire shape rather than just sitting up as a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to work on this one today. The poinsettia flowers, we've cut the stems off them, so you can see we don't need much stem on these at all. They do have little green leaves on them. If you wanted to, you could use them as well, but we're going to leave them off. And of course, when you first get them, they're flat. So you just need to shape all your flowers. Don't just spray them out flat. You're wanting 3 dimensions, everything that you work with. All right, and so I've got one already going here, so I want to make sure that I've got a similar height because they're going to go in the same area, starting in the middle. And then I've just prepared some flowers already, and then I always just go to the 2 sides. You can see how I've gone quite low on that so that it does bring the shape right through. And then we're just going to fit them so that we've got a nice full shape. I think we can use about 12 on this display. Okay, so you can see there, we're already starting to get fullness. I'll try and work this way for you, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do this very well. Let's see. I just want to see if I need another one. All you're trying to do is make sure you don't have gaps where you see the florist foam, obviously. Don't want to waste flowers unnecessarily. So it's taken us about 10 minutes to prep the flowers, to cut them, to fluff them out, and you can see it all takes a all of about 3 or 4 minutes to make these up. If you were going to have this against a wall and you weren't going to see the back, you could also leave some of the flowers out, again, just to reduce your costing. That's it. Simple, elegant. I love it with the red in particular. You can see behind us the Hamptons tree, so that's the theme that we're going with. You could also have some roses because the Hamptons has got some roses in it, but today I'm just going to stick to the poinsettias and we'll show you on display in a sec. Thanks for joining me.